Doing great, Coach. How are you, sir?
Awesome, awesome. Wonderful game last week. Alcorn came to play. I would have thought nothing less. Like I will reiterate, Coach McNair is second to none in my book. He's a wonderful human being, a great coach, and his team was ready to play. Great atmosphere. My God, that was an unbelievable atmosphere. I was excited just to drive in because I've heard so much about it. It was a tremendous journey, just going from here to there and seeing the fans and just seeing the people, just seeing the support from both schools was tremendous in the play. And that is like a bowl that was unbelievable. Great. It was a great game too. No one disappointed. Either team did not disappoint. Of course, we proved their record. Offense didn't play worth a darn. Defense are who they are. Continue to be first in total defense in FCS in passing and scoring, third downs, first downs allowed, total sacks, unbelievable. Of course, Travis played a great game offensively and defensive. We got to figure out how we could get him the ball or more touches offensively, defensively, bounce back after giving up a couple balls as well. And I love that about him. He didn't flinch whatsoever when I talked to him about what he was doing to allow a couple of those completions. He did not flinch, but it was a great contest. I'm happy that we could move on and we could, we had a great practice today. We're going to have another great practice tomorrow. Then I'm going to cut the young men loose and let them go enjoy their families. And we'll be back Saturday evening for practice on Sunday.
Appreciate those opening comments, Coach. First question goes to Charles Bishop.
Morning, Coach. How you doing?
How you doing, boss?
I want to ask a little bit. I know you preach dominate as one of the themes, and I want to ask a little bit about the offense. It's been a struggle over, despite wins, it's been a struggle over the past couple of weeks. But just talk a little bit about trying to get the guys refocused and locked back in for the SWAC championship game.
Well, you got to understand also we're missing our starting left tackle, so we kind of playing some games with the offensive line. But people are just a lot more prepared for us offensively. You got to understand it's not easy. I know it seems as though it's easy to go out there and win week in and week out and play to a high level week in and week out, but it's tremendously not that darn easy as it may seem. But offensively, we just got to get it going. I focused on 7 plays after I watched the tape that Sunday morning, and several plays here and there, cut here and there, better read by the backs. Receivers get open and fight a little more. Shador not taking just stupid sacks. It's a whole different game, but that's a tribute to how Alcorn played. So I can't speak negatively on that because they forced us into some of those things. But thank God we have a defense that can play the way they play.
Speaking of the defense, Justin Reagan, he had 3 sacks in this game. But talk a little bit about him and his maturation as a football player.
He is unbelievable. So funny that at the end of practice, he's a little banged up. So at the end of practice, he chooses to do sit-ups or whatever the trainer has him do, and the guys got on his butt. I mean, a fight almost broke out at the conclusion of practice last week because they felt like you could practice all during practice long, then you wait to the end and want to do some sit-ups. That ain't good. So we got on their butts. We talked it out as a defense, and he understood that's not going to happen no more. But he went out there and played his butt off because his teammates was on him about that.
No doubt. Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.
Next question goes to Dr. Cavill.
This is Kenyatta, Dr. Ville's Inside SWAC Sports Lab.
Yes,
speak
sir.
with you, Coach. You talked about from the very beginning that Travis Hunter, he's the real deal. He's different. He showed up and showed out loud, on both sides of the ball with the pick reception. Played solid on defense in terms of them even to go his way, which is a different thought process. And then the fact that touchdown catch he made. About being able to get his foot in I'm not sure if there's something you can coach. The player has the ability to do that or not. Just tell me a little bit more about Travis Hunt. What makes him so special?
Travis loves the game. Travis prepares for the game. Travis is a very confident individual. He likes the challenges, and he's performing against ego. You got to understand, we had 2 quarterbacks the last 2 weeks you could easily go on the other side of the field and throw the ball, but Eagle's going to have them say, I'm not going away from Travis Hunter. I'm going to throw the ball at Travis Hunter. And it don't make sense to me. Like you have a whole other side of the field, but you got to still ego makes you throw the ball at Travis Hunter, which I know what it comes from. It comes from the homies and the teammates all during the week. Man, you going to try him? Yeah, I'm going to try him. You know, we ain't scared of him. And you see the results of what they get. Now, on the offensive side of the ball, Travis always give you an opportunity. 50-50 balls, he's going to win. If he has a little separation, he's going to make the play. He's going to make the tough catch, or he's going to get a PI. And oftentimes, they know the ball is coming to him. We don't always put him out there and throw it to him unless he's open or it's a one-on-one. You got to give him an opportunity. But the kid is just dynamic. He's truly dynamic. And I can't wait until really to conclude this season and to see him in a full season when he's truly healthy. He's still limping a little bit, banged up a little bit, not at full speed, but he's still Travis Hunter.
Wow.
And we know how to use him.
Thank you, Coach. Quick follow.
I'm sorry. I don't know if any other place would use him the way we use him. Yeah, I don't know if he would have had that luxury to be used in the manner that we use Travis.
I'm glad you put, because it's important for a lot of people to understand.
Yeah, it is. And
other side of the ball.
Yeah.
Exactly. Other side of the ball, defensively, team is like they do what they do, and a lot of that is led by many players, but it seems like Junior, the senior, is really stepping up and getting it done. He had a big game. Talk a little bit about what is he doing in his maturation from last year to this year.
Who's that? I'm sorry, I didn't catch the name.
Aubrey Miller.
Oh, Aubrey, Geronte Davis had 12 tackles. Reagan's 3 sacks. Who else? Excuse me?
Aubrey had 11 tackles.
Yeah, I'm saying, but Geronte had 12 tackles.
Yeah.
What I'm saying on the other, I'm not diminishing. I'm just giving you a roll.
No, you're right. It was a full team effort.
Oh, God. Come on, 42.
Brown.
Jeremiah had a couple sacks, didn't he? A sack?
He had the strip fumble.
Strip fumble. Yeah, I mean, so it's a collective effort, but none of that works unless we're covering. I mean, we're covering. We have some pretty good DBs. I know they catch balls here and there on us, and they should, but shoot. Let's give it to Dennis Thurman, man. I mean, this is the second consecutive year that Coach Thurman and that whole defensive staff, which I is unbelievable to me. I see it every day, that they find a way to get it done in spite of. I mean, sometimes offense has been, we've spearheaded the attacks and we've been dominant, but oftentimes defenses are the ones being dominant. Aubrey does his part and then some. I mean, he's a phenomenal player. But I'm gonna tell you something, man, and this is not taking nothing away from Aubrey, and I want to reiterate that. You could close your eyes in our defensive linebacker room and grab one of those guys, and they're gonna come on to play. And not only are they gonna come to play, they're gonna know their responsibilities, and they're very mature and smart football players. Coach Hart does a phenomenal job with his linebacker room.
Congratulations on the undefeated regular season.
Thank you.
Enjoy the holiday break. I know you'll be working on the team, and I'll see you in Jackson for the SWAC championship game. Congratulations.
Amen. It's supposed to be great weather, hopefully.
Exactly.
Last question goes to Zach McKinnell.
How you doing, Coach? You guys had the SWAC's leading rusher this weekend, held him to under 100 yards, held Alcorn to less than 2 yards per carry. Can you just talk about what you guys saw on film and what y'all did to shut down one of the top rushing attacks in the conference?
Well, we want to force them to throw the football. We're going to put 7 to 8 in the box and force them to throw the football. When you're running against a stacked box like that, it's tough on any back. That's not taking anything away from him because that kid can flat out play. Matter of fact, let me give this guy some love. I don't know if it's number 17, the cornerback, one of their cornerbacks. That kid can play. And I think he was their left corner. That kid can play. That kid, I don't know what year he is.
18?
I don't know what number. It was a team. The kid could play. I know the kid could play. But shoot, we just stacked the box and forced them to throw the football. And they had a couple runs that were successful, but overall we knew then when they start rotating quarterbacks, that's a good sign.
And Coach, a quick follow-up. Savion hit the 1,000-yard mark. Can you talk about how he has established himself as the lead running back for this team throughout the season and what that means for him to hit that mark this year?
Yeah, first of all, he's a great kid. You're talking about a character kid, a kid that exemplifies smart, tough, fast, discipline. He hits all those and check all those boxes with character. Comes to work every day, and practices his butt off. We never hear no negativity from him, never cries about the football. He's a little banged up. I think I hate to say it, but he's bunions or whatever. I don't know how a kid that old is dealing with bunion problems. I thought that was an old man kind of thing. But his feet was hurting a little bit in the game, and I could tell because he missed some darn cuts that he normally hit. But that kid is phenomenal. Let me tell you something. We have several kids on the team that I feel like are pros, and he is certainly one of them. I feel like he's a pro waiting to be birthed into the NFL sooner or later.
Thank you, Coach, and congratulations on the undefeated regular season.
Thank you all. I want you all to have a wonderful let me add this. I heard my dear friend Willie Simmons put it down on here earlier today, and he is absolutely right. I mean, the statistics that he gave, and I hate to call out these schools, but he's 100% correct, and I support him 100%. But he is very factual. When he starts spitting it, he spits it factually. And the kid, I mean, what they did this year, and to go back from being on to it and to come back and run the table, shoot, come on. Why not? What I don't. Is it closed that they can't allow a HBCU team in, or a team with that record that he substantiated that this team, fam, you should be in the darn playoffs? Unbelievable. I don't know how that works. I don't know how this playoff system works. I know people keep asking us, why would we? And now you see why. I would rather go to the Celebration Bowl or have some other form or fashion of how this stuff is manufactured, how they select the teams. I don't know how, fam, you could not be in the FCS playoffs. I have no idea, but I know Coach Simmons put it down, and I support him 100%.
Coach Sanders, as always,
SWAC coaches. Excuse me?
As always, we sincerely appreciate your time. Look forward to speaking to you again next week.
Happy Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much. Some of y'all.
Thanks.